The Victory Parade is starting right now in downtown Raleigh.
WFMY News 2's Logan Campbell, Ben Briscoe, Lauren Tier, and Danielle Stein are all in place to take it all in with the thousands of Caniacs who've waited a long time for this.
We are going to be starting with Danielle Stein, who is set up at the very start of the route. Danielle, let's get this party started.
Yeah, as you were mentioning, this town was ready to paint it red. It's been a long time coming, and a lot of the fans we talked to have been out here as early as 6 or 7 in the morning, hours just to get a view of the Stanley Cup champions. But it's well worth the wait, of course. It's been 2 decades, after all, since the Carolina Hurricanes last hoisted up Lord Stanley, and right now we can start to see this is all about to go down. The motorcade is in place. They're going to be the first ones who are going to be leading this parade. It's a 1.2-mile parade route. After that, we've got a lot more coming our way between the players, the front office staff. We've got the mascot Stormy coming as well. We have people of all ages coming from all around. In fact, they even asked on the PA system here, who here was here during the 2006 parade, and there were quite a few cheers actually to start this day off too. So a lot of people, again, have been waiting a long time to see this parade come through Raleigh once again. This time, though, it's different. This time, going through the heart of the city itself, ending at City Plaza. You can see right now the motorcade is starting to begin. The next thing that will be following will be the North Carolina State Pep Band will be coming through, kicking things off. There's going to be a lot more coming our way. We've got fan reaction all across this parade route, up and down. We know that this is going to be ending at City Plaza, like I mentioned, where the team will be getting off and making their celebratory speeches. Guys, this is just awesome of an environment so far. I mean, you're starting to see the support of the fans cheering as you see this motorcade right here, getting this day started. People have been waiting a long time for this. All right, and the pep band's coming through now as well. We were actually just speaking with a couple here. Their daughter is the piccolo player of the NC State Pep Band, and Dad actually was here 20 years ago as a North Carolina State Police officer himself. So it's a pretty full circle moment for this one family we're sitting right next to as they're watching their daughter leading the charge, playing the piccolo in this marching band as well. What a way to set the tone for the day.
Oh man, so great to see, Danielle. Look at all those people out there. On the left side of your screen, you're getting a chopper view of some of the double-decker buses where the players, where the team and coaches and staff are waiting. They're, of course, the main event here, and so they will be getting ready to get into this parade shortly.
And there are dozens of organizations involved in this parade. We're counting 24 coming out in different groups, starting with the police department, the motorcade, as you saw, the honor guard. Now you're seeing dance team, and then following it's going to be coming up is the Raleigh's mayor, Janet Kell. We'll be seeing her shortly. But this is what you're seeing. This is kind of like the culmination, right? Kind of leading up to everybody wants to see the players, the Stanley Cup winners on those double-decker buses.
And you could call it the pregame maybe. And so that group that we were just seeing, that's the NC State Power of the South band and dance team. If you're an NC State fan, first of all, you've got the right colors on today, and that really is a great way to get this parade started. We've got some gaps here like you would at a normal parade, but we know that the Raleigh Fire Department with the mayor is headed up next.
We're talking about 100,000 people expected here, and our photographer, he couldn't sleep overnight because he was so excited to head out. So he went out to the parade route at 4:30 this morning, and he saw people already lining up at 4:30 a.m.
And Logan Campbell was putting pictures on social media today showing she was there at 8 o'clock, and there were already all sorts of people lining this street. I mean, if you think about it, if you've been a Caniac for years, if you remember back in 2006, and you obviously are around today, you want to have a front row seat to that parade.
Absolutely, because this is one of those things where, you know what, people have been excited about this team throughout the season, and they had that momentum, and they get to the final, and then they end up winning the whole thing. I mean, this is really just gives you so many chills, and people want to be part of the celebration because people are so very proud of the Hurricanes. Let's go now to WFMY News 2's Logan Campbell. She is live at City Plaza. This is where the parade is going to be ending up. This is where we're going to be seeing the rally and the team speaking. Logan, what an exciting day, 20 years in the making.
That's awesome.
20 years, Julie. That is a long time coming. I've been talking with all these fans who have been here since 6 a.m. And ironically enough, we happen to be in the triad section. There's a lot of people from our area here who drove here at 2 a.m. just to get a front row spot here at the parade. Like you mentioned, this is where it's ending. This is where the party is at. You can see everyone is so excited for the Carolina Hurricanes. 20 years in the making. I talked with people who didn't come in 2006, and they said we're not going to pass up the opportunity to see the championship, see the players, and celebrate the players here today. People are pushing their way through. Everyone is so excited to bring a championship back to Raleigh. Guys, the party is just getting started. You're going to have to come back here when the Carolina Hurricanes get closer, because I'm sure if you thought that was rowdy, it's going to get even better in a few minutes.
Oh, they look so fun, Logan. And I just want to get your perspective on this. You followed the team for many months leading up to the Stanley Cup win. You were obviously in Las Vegas when they clinched the Stanley Cup and lifted Lord Stanley. What is it like for you to be on the ground there at their watch party, at their party of all parties today?
Chad, this is like the cherry on top of everything. For those of you that don't know, when you're covering a team in the Stanley Cup final, it is a very grueling postseason. You know, we started covering this team in April. We went straight from March Madness straight into the Carolina Hurricanes coverage, and it has been nonstop every single day for the last 2 months covering this team. And you get to spend so much time with the players, the coach, and the owners. You know, you want them to succeed. You want them to win the whole entire thing. And for so many years, so many people doubted the Carolina Hurricanes. They were never supposed to be a hockey town. Raleigh was never supposed to be this big party town for hockey. And look, a championship is coming back to the South for the third straight year. And yes, it is the first one for the Carolina Hurricanes, and everyone here just wants to celebrate them, and these players deserve it. They put in so much time and effort in this team. Head coach Rod Brindamore, so gracious enough after they won and lifted the cup. We were down on the ice. He gave us 5 minutes to chat with him one-on-one, and it's not often you find a head coach at any caliber that is willing to do that for you, especially after winning the biggest game and having one of the biggest moments of his life. But that just speaks to who head coach Rod Brindamore is. He is just a guy who loves this fan base, who wants the people to celebrate this team. So this is the cherry on top. Our day is just getting started, and I just can't wait to see what unfolds and what these players are going to be like once those buses come through the section of the parade.
Logan, really exciting stuff. All right, let's go back to the start of the parade route. That's where the action is right now, where we're seeing all the people. Let's go back to WFMY News 2's Danielle Stein, who is seeing all the action at this very moment. Danielle.
Hey, you guys, we've got lots of action going on now. As we're seeing, some of the alumni from the Alumni Association are coming through now, and next up, we've got a good one coming. We've got Stormy the mascot. He's coming. We've got the Let's Go Canes cheers on our way as they see the mascot that they love so well coming through. He is pumping the crowd up right now, as he always does. Lots of signs on that float. We've got Let's Go Canes. We've got get loud, y'all, I think that sign says. So yeah, a lot of fun there. One that I'm looking forward to coming up in just a few is the good old Canadian boys. Those are the best friends of Seth Jarvis. They should be coming around the corner any moment now behind that. We'll hopefully get a shot of them, because that has been one of the most fun storylines of this Canes team all season long. But yeah, that guy right there, that's someone all the fans know and love very well. Stormy and the entertainment team, you see them in the arena hyping you up at the Lenovo Center every game night. The kids love them, the adults love them, and you can just hear the reaction from the fans as they're coming through. There's Stormy, he's got the siren there. You see that sound the siren sign right there as well too. They know how to hype up the crowd, and it is absolutely working. What a beautiful float that is too, beautifully decked out. A nice touch to get this day started at the start of the parade.
Danielle, it's hard to tell just from our vantage point, but can you even guess how many people are just in that small area where you are right now? It looks like there are just rows and rows of people on both sides.
Yeah, that's probably my worst quality is guessing numbers, but I would definitely put this at thousands where I am. A lot of people are packing in. We probably got at least 10 rows back of people. That's just in this general area at the Star. If you look down the street too, you see just seas and seas of red, black, and white. Like we said, they're painting the town red big time, and you can start to see some more floats coming through as we see another one right now. Let's see which group. This one is coming our way.
I believe that's the Carolina Hurricanes Foundation, Danielle.
We've got, that is, I believe so. They've got the radio flyer truck bed coming through, big waves and smiles, some cool flags as well. So a lot of good vibes, good energy here. Some Hartford Whalers jerseys, of course, that was the team before they ended up moving to Raleigh, so a little nice nod to their past too with the Whalers jersey right there. You can see in the green and the blue jersey right up on that float. Awesome to see so many people who have been involved in this team's success getting to where they are today, getting the chance to be celebrated amongst thousands and thousands of fans who have been just die hard for them all season long.
Danielle, I know a lot of people, you had mentioned this as well, but a lot of people are just very excited to see the good old Canadian boys. We believe they're coming up next. I mean, obviously these are the best friends of Seth Jarvis, and we know that they have traveled all over the world for this team.
Yeah. They have been
what is
such
so
a
great
fun
about
little
this is just
story of this Stanley Cup team, and specifically Seth Jarvis. Yeah, just seeing them come out every day, seeing their Canadian tuxedos and the jackets, and then, of course, that moment where they came and had that confetti pig pile on the ice. Oh, hello, hey, Jack. This is Jack. He's one of the graphic designers for the team. He's awesome. He has all the graphics that you see the Canes do. So good to see you, my friend. And there are the good old Canadian boys right there. This is a spectacle that everyone wants to see. These are the best friends that have been Seth Jarvis's side all season long, all lifelong. They have been friends, of course, riding the trolley pup. They've got some pedaling going on. Very little, actually. They're doing a little bit less of the work, but you know, they know how to pump up the crowd. They knew how to get their best friend going and be that support system that he needed. Of course, nothing better than Seth Jarvis's overtime goal in Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Final. That was one of the most epic moments of that series against Vegas. That one was huge. That was such a fun moment for him. Of course, he was great all season long. That one, though, I think a lot of people are going to be remembering.
Danielle, thank you. I love how we're talking about the best friends. I think on a day like today, everybody is feeling best friends with the Carolina Hurricanes just in general. All right, so this parade is about a mile plus long. We have crews set up all along the route. So what we're going to do now is go to WFMY News 2's Lauren Tier, who is at the middle point of the parade route. Lauren.
Just a block away, and now they're here. The parade has finally started. These fans are hyped. We've been talking to them all morning. Some of them have been waiting for this moment for literal decades. We have talked to some lifelong fans who are now sharing this excitement, sharing this special moment with their own kids. I talked to one dad he remembers watching the 06 win on his couch with his family, and now he has brought his two kids to downtown Raleigh to experience that same excitement. They've already ordered their jerseys for the kids, and they are ready for years to come of success for this team. As you can hear, there's kind of a crescendo of sound coming through. As the parade continues down, we've got a fire truck making its way. Everybody is super excited. We've got fans young and old from all over the state that we've been talking to. Again, waiting those 20 years for this moment right here. What a special time to be in downtown Raleigh with all of these folks who are absolute die-hard Canes fans. Let me tell you, I have learned a little bit about what it means to be such a faithful fan just with talking to some of these folks this morning. It is truly a very special environment, and you can tell that this just means so much to this city. I was talking to one young kid, 15 years old. He said, how could you say that Raleigh isn't a hockey town? Just take a look at this crowd and all of these people. Look how excited they are. We are a hockey town. Raleigh is where hockey is. We are the NHL. And it is just so cool to be able to stand amidst all these people who feel the same way. We've got all these young, awesome fans walking by with their jerseys. Everybody's so excited. Man, this is just so cool. I'm having a blast already, and it's only been a few minutes. Of course, we know there is a lot more excitement to come as this parade rolls on through. And again, we are on McDowell and Hillsborough Street, so right by the Capitol. But this parade is now officially rolling on by, and we're excited to see what's come. Julie, Chad?